Hello everyone, and welcome back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, Heart of Chernobyl. Today we are starting episode number 13, and I got some plans for what I want to do today, but looks like we've got a new update, update 1.7. This is apparently a pretty big one. It marks 1 year since S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 was released. So let's take a look at this real quick. There's some stuff here that's definitely going to affect us. So first we got an even more alive zone. So it talks about factions being able to expand control over territories and lose control if they fail to defend them. This might actually play into what I want to do today. I thought these points of interest being contested was kind of already a thing. We've seen this at the Boiler House, where sometimes there's bandits there, sometimes there's wards, sometimes there's stalkers, and then mutants will try to attack it. It seems that I kind of thought this was already in, but it seems that they've revamped it and made it better. Master difficulty and expedition mode. So this is interesting. I have felt so far in the campaign that it's been a little bit easy, a little bit on the easy side for me. I know some spots where you deal with harder enemies can definitely be pretty difficult. But overall, just with having an open world game and being able to play safely and get better gear, just playing that way lessens the difficulty of it. And it seems like for people who are really good at the game, they would be able to handle a difficulty a notch higher. So this is pretty interesting to read about. However, we will not be able to take advantage of it for two reasons. One, we would have to start a new campaign in order to activate it. And second, there's a different save system where you can only save when leaving a hub or something of that sort. Yeah, exiting a hub, and within some main quest story moments. So, that's kind of how I prefer to play anyways, is not abusing save scum. But with S.T.A.L.K.E.R having a lot of surprises around every nook and every corner, and with my tendency to stumble into anomalies, I would have to redo a lot of stuff a lot. And that's just not good for you guys watching this. If I were not recording, perhaps I would consider using it. Maybe enabling expedition mode, which I don't have to start a new campaign. Well, it says I do have to start a new campaign even for expedition, even though with expedition I can change to the lower difficulty levels. Oh well. NPC vision and combat update. This is also pretty good. So, NPCs being in cover will actually affect NPCs' ability to see you. That will definitely make these fights feel a lot more fair, because it certainly affects my ability to see them. I'm basically just shooting at their muzzle flash sometimes. New combat, new animations, okay. Inventory and equipment stats update. This will be nice. Yeah, so in this picture here it shows starfish, which I haven't gotten one of those yet. Oh, that's this anomaly. But you see how it has these different bars here. 3, 3, 4. I should check out my food, because I bet it shows different bars for how much food how much hunger it actually restores. That's one thing I've wondered, where it's like, it wasn't very clear how. I guess it doesn't address my actual concern. My concern was not knowing how hungry I was. I've noticed there is kind of a semi-transparent hunger icon and a more opaque hunger icon to indicate levels of hunger. But if being hungry impacts combat performance, I want to know before it starts affecting me so that I can eat and not have that debuff in the middle of a fight. And still, I'm not really sure exactly how that works, but this here, they've reworked the stamina mechanic and added a new second sprint. I'll have to figure out how that works, but they reworked how energy drinks affect you. May cause tremors and shortness of breath. Hopefully there's more of a rework than that. I know a couple episodes when we went into the poppy field, energy drinks were supposed to help there. And the whole thing was just kind of a weird experience where the energy drinks didn't seem to do much of anything. If you lost the ability to run, and drinking an energy drink wouldn't regain the ability to run. You just have to leave the area and come back, pretty much. I don't know. It was confusing. A couple new anomalies. One of them is familiar, the steam anomaly. That's probably the steam anomalies that we've seen in old S.T.A.L.K.E.R games around certain anomalous areas. Controller improvements. I'm not using a controller, and there is more. Immersive mode, to quickly disable entire HUD. That's a cool addition. A new light rainy weather scenario. It's always nice to have diverse weather. SD cards with coupons on them in stashes. We'll have to see how well they redid the stashes, if this will just make them overpowered, because you get credits with them. But that will be nice, because credits are usually more what I'm after when I'm going to raid stashes. And it does fit with the lore of the game, kind of. Basically, from what I understand, the coupons are stored on your PDA. So theoretically, every time you kill somebody, you should be able to steal all their money by accessing their PDA. But I guess if you take the SD card out of the PDA, the coupons could be stored on it, kind of like how Bitcoin, at least it used to be able to be stored on physical media. And then you can disable the headshot sound. That's nice. It is kind of odd to have a pretty organic audio environment and then you have a very distinct headshot sound. So being able to disable that is good. I'm probably not going to, because I still kind of need it. Hopefully an area that we get to later has an actual target practice range, and that would be nice for being able to test out weapons at range, figure out how much they drop, how slow the bullet is, stuff like that. But if I have to learn that kind of stuff during combat, I'm kind of reliant on a headshot sound to know if I'm aiming high enough to hit a head when I'm dealing with bullet drop. The navigation on the map in the PDA is also improved. Hopefully that means that bug where it sometimes freezes up is gone. That would be nice. There's an assist to select markers easily. And there's more that wasn't even mentioned, but it's probably minor stuff that we don't have to worry about. Anyways, let's see. We spent 8.5 minutes just talking about the updates, but it was a lot of updates. Just want you guys can always read the patch notes on your own, but it'll be useful just so you know kind of what I'm going to encounter in here that I'm not familiar with. One other thing I did go through my controls, change some stuff around. I've got some buttons. Okay, whoops. Apparently it auto-saved a couple of times. I was messing around with some stuff, experimenting with the controls. I also took a look at the 3-line rifle and did some research online, just trying to figure out, because I've seen screenshots of it without a scope, and I've been wanting to take the scope off. Apparently you can't, but I will show you what I found out. Apparently the no scope version is a completely separate version of the gun that we won't have access to until later. Okay, what have we got here? We're fully loaded already, right? Fully loaded for what, though? No, we got ammo we don't need in here. Okay, I'm just gonna... Well, we can leave this equipped. I did find out A friend told me that this gun, without any ammo or attachments, doesn't weigh anything. So if we want to bring a different gun, we can. We're not wasting our limited carry space to have Skiff's pistol all the time. Okay, one thing is we are going to want the wrenched. Endurance, weight. Man, we might want all 3 of these. This guy in case we get into any radio zones. Or if we want to stop bleeding without using a med kit. Let's get all this ammo out. We'll keep our food. I won't bring that. I still haven't experimented with if the condensed milk actually does anything. Oh yeah, look at that. Reduces hunger. It shows 5 bars. This also tells us how much it increases hunger, how much it restores stamina. There were some special edition non-stop energy drinks, which I figured probably had better stats. Now we could actually compare the stats. I was told, however, by a friend not to use those because they have an oddly specific and valuable role in the game, which we won't be able to take advantage of till later. Oh, look at this. Look, I did not know that the army medkit restored more health. Wait, the regular medkit reduces bleeding? I thought the point of the army medkit was it was the only... It restored bleeding and this one didn't. And the scientific medkit, that we don't have any of yet, reduced radiation. Yeah, the scientific one reduced radiation poison and stopped bleeding in addition to restoring health. Yeah, I'm skeptical that this actually reduces bleeding because I've always relied on bandages for it so far. Maybe that's a new change that was in the patch notes that I didn't read. Okay, what are we doing here? We need some food. I'm going to have to eat some. Let's see here, let's use our bread. Okay, it's fading, it's fading. Oh, it's gone. Let's eat another extra one, just for good measure. Okay, let's bring one more. One more. One more. There we go. 10 bandages, 10 medikits. We are going to bring... we're going to bring a lot more stuff. Anti-radiation drugs. I don't expect we're going to be going into radiation zones. Let's take one more. Okay, now what? Yeah, a couple grenades. I know I don't use grenades very much, but they're nice to have for those swarms of rats, at least. Okay, now we got a special project we're going to do just kind of in passing. We're going to find a new home for our rare supplies, our unfairly gained supplies due to owning the deluxe and ultimate versions of the game. We might come back to it. Oh, let's unload this. Yeah, get this magazine out, we'll save that. That didn't come with it. Yeah. So we might swap them out when we desire, but basically I talked earlier about wanting to kind of have my my own home base instead of just playing by the rules of the game. And I don't know that that's very practical because I won't be able to sleep there. Once I get night vision goggles, it won't benefit us that much to sleep, I don't think. But I have kind of picked out a location and figured we'll just stash our special stuff there, even if we don't end up using it. But we'll always know where to come back to when we want to find it. That's our stalker's gun. Okay, we got a full health AKM-74S. Valak's gun is broken. Yeah. So we're going for massive combat today. This guy we actually got fairly. Increases physical protection. I am doing something kind of special this time, so I might bring it. And that even gives us 2 artifact slots, so we can equip both of these guys for maximum combat effectiveness. This gives us a little bleeding resistance. Don't have to worry about radiation. Okay. We are going to have this gun just in case. Yeah, let's get rid of... let's go ahead and get rid of both of our attachments. I'm sure we'll find ammo for it in the field, so actually I will just get rid of everything. And let's check. Where's the weight? Oh, we haven't unloaded it. Now it has a weight of 0.0 kilograms. Alright. And the reason I detached it is because we are going to run the UDB compact. We're going to bring all of our ammo for it. We are going to run our brand new AKM-74S. No upgrades on it yet. This guy, we need our 545 ammo. Yeah, let's bring all of it. It's a lot of ammo, but when we had that big fight at the Sphere, we did run low on ammo, and I don't really want that to happen. In case we get into some very close range stuff, do I want to bring the shotgun? The Viper. We got enough ammo, I'm just going to run the AK. We'll get some experience on it. I actually want to do an AKMU, but I've been selling all of them. I haven't gotten a full health one yet. We can equip our expanded magazine. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring the shotgun with our slugs. And some buckshot, but not all of it. Okay. And then, last but not least, we are going to bring our 3-line rifle and our 71 bullets. We're going to put some miles on this guy today. Well, as much as we can with our limited ammunition. Yeah. I do have enough money to buy more ammunition, but I'm thinking in the long run, I might want to actually buy a certain upgrade that I've got my eye on. Actually, we need more than 2 of these. We can bring them all. How's our weight? Pretty full. I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, instead of buying ammo for it, let's make the bullets that we have count. So we won't get to use it as much, but it should do just as much damage. It should be more reliable. I have noticed when I used it before, it seemed to one-shot guys pretty consistently. I think maybe like an arm shot or something. Where is it? We got too many guns, they don't all show. But we have fought some more armored guys. But this upgrade right here gives us armor piercing power 100%. You can see the damage is literally doubled. That's a lot of damage for an early game rifle. But if we have this damage upgrade, we have 71 bullets. We pretty much know we can get 71 kills with it if we hit every shot. So first we need this guy, wear and tear 20%. That'll actually save us money in the long run. Well, actually, yeah, it will. My friend also told me, a friend who watches my videos told me that the more upgrades you have, the more expensive it is to repair. I'm guessing this is an exception. I don't know, maybe it is more expensive to repair, but it also wears out slower, so it kind of breaks even cost-wise, and then also gives you more reliability because it takes longer to wear it out to the point where it starts jamming. Aiming accuracy plus 15%. Can't complain about that. here's our armor piercing power, 100%. Oh yeah, I was going to show you. So I installed the scope mount hoping that that would allow me to remove the scope. We actually can see what it does. If we press F to remove attachment, that little Picatinny rail right there disappears and shows back up. Completely useless when you already have this other scope on. But according to the internet, we will be able to attach a red dot to it eventually. Not one of the ones that hamster sells, but eventually. And so I'm guessing the side mount one is automatically removed when the red dot is applied, and when the red dot is moved, this one is automatically re-added. Aiming speed 10%. Let's see here. Got a little bit more money, so let's see what we want. Aiming speed 10%, breath holding 75%, so we can hold our breath for longer. I feel like we can hold our breath long enough. This guy, weight reduction minus 30%. Incompatible with ergonomic handguard. Oh, right. These are separate. It wasn't red, like these ones are red, which makes me think I can't get that one. This one's only gray. Other way around, this one we cannot get. Okay. Why does this one have a blue last installed? Interesting. I don't know why that matters. Okay, well there's only a couple things we can afford. Aiming speed plus 10, aiming speed plus 10, or breath holding 75. We're going to be using this as a sniper and saving our AK for when we're actually in a tight spot, so I guess we should install the cheek pad. There we go. No visual change on it, but that's okay. Oh, I need to drop off the debut suit. It's still in my inventory. Yeah, we don't have any money. I'm just looking real quick while I'm here. AKM. So kind of one of the ways I'm trying to play this game is I don't want to just never use a gun until it's fully upgraded. I just kind of miss out on a little bit of the experience of a gun, a little bit of the personality, and a little bit of the story. It's nice having a gun that I invest in, and it's not just a really good gun that I can rely on, but actually it's an experience of using it throughout the upgrade process. Okay, this is of course really expensive. 3,000. This guy. Yeah.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Let's see here. It's very dark. That's okay. We're going to drop off the debut suit just real quick. I'll show you. I told you about how I set up my keybinds on my mouse. So I got flashlight here. I guess I can't show you right now without wasting my stuff, but I do have the consumables, medkit, yeah, medkit, and bandages, these guys. I've got them on my mouse now. I still have to hold to use the second one. I looked through all the settings and I couldn't find a way to disable that. Like, I'd rather it be F1, F2, F3, F4, have 4 separate keys for it. But it doesn't seem to be an option. If anybody knows a way to do that, let me know. Then the other thing is we've got changing ammo types. I've got that on in an easy to access place, and then changing firing modes. And this one's a little bit funky. I have to be in ADS for it to actually work. I don't think that's just something I did. That's probably why I've struggled to figure out how to change firing modes in the past. It just doesn't work when I'm at when I'm at hipfire. And if there's a way to change that, I'd love to. That seems kind of a silly way for things to be. I'm in the yellow already. We are not going to be able to haul much loot back with... Well, we got one gun that we can drop off, but still, we're pretty heavy. That's enough to get out of the yellow. Yeah, don't need that debut suit when we've got our Ozark Explorer's suit. Alright, let's head out. First stop. Not inventory, I need my map. Errand for Warlock. Tutorial. The guitar. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of these. Compass. What's the dot for? It says it's here. Looks like we found a bug. This dot won't go away. Still there. Okay, map. Oh, this loaded in slow. So apparently the map has been changed a little bit. Got a journalist stash here. So we're going to this house right here. We've been there before. Right click to add a custom marker. F to untrack. R to delete. Okay, yeah, this is new. Okay. Let's make sure I'm on the right road. Yeah, I'm going out the wrong way. So we'll come here, down the road, branch off at the wall. Starting to get light, I think. So we don't want to waste too much daylight. We've got stuff to do. Sprinting, jumping, climbing over obstacles drains your stamina. Slow down or use an energy drink or water to restore it. Hungry. Oh, no. Well, forgot which button the food's on. It's a problem with changing keybinds. You gotta kind of relearn some stuff. Standing awfully close to that. He doesn't seem to care. Got some dense woods with some gas clouds here. What in the world? It's red. Is there a bloodsucker here? Yeah, that's the sound of a bloodsucker. I'm afraid it's more than one. Okay, got a few hits there. Okay, we gotta let it try to dodge its attack. There we go, got it. Alright. Now we heard the scream of a guy he killed. Or with that loud explosion, it's almost like he blew himself up with a... What was that? Human voice sounded kind of female, to me at least. Let's make sure we're reloaded. Said the exact same thing twice. This is the... What's it called? Yeah, the thicket, dire thicket.
Мужик, ти що тут робиш?
Not
На дворі
female.
мутант нишпорить. Вали звідси. Через тебе мене на шмаття
I
порвуть.
killed it already.
Так, я розібрався з мутантом.
No
Дідько,
problem.
оце пронесло. Дякую, що не кинув. Ось, тримай. Дріб'язок,
What was the
але
explosion
більше в
sound?
мене нічого немає.
600 coupons. Let's see here. What are you
Що
doing
ти
here?
тут забув?
Я йшов на південь. Хотів плоти постріляти, потренуватися. Це моя перша самостійна ходка. Але, мабуть, рано я в залісся сунувся. Краще повернуся, ще досвідчених послухаю. Дізнаюся більше про небезпечні місця.
Yeah, I didn't think this was a dangerous area either.
Чому не допомагав, поки я розбирався з мутантом?
Боявся всі набої витратити. Раптом після нього ти б на мене накинувся. Я тут нещодавно, а вже надивився. Перший напарник мене кинув і втік, а другий ледь сам не пристрелив. Як виявилося, надійних людей в зоні значно менше, ніж артефактів.
Well, that's true. That's what I'm hoping to
Піду
help
я,
with today.
поки ще хтось не напав.
Твоя правда. Треба звалювати, поки цілий. Дякую, мужик. Виручив зеленого.
Okay. Well, we got 600 coupons and killed a bloodsucker. I guess it's worth it. Let's see. Let's get back to the main road. You were surprise anomalies. That way. I think that's the fishing shack that we've been to. Not sure though. Okay. His marker turned green.
Мутанта можна приручити?
Look like stalkers. Whoa. Don't scare me like that, guys.
Ну, анекдот сам себе не розкаже.
Yeah.
Перехопив патруль варти СТАЛКЕР. Типу, добре там, де нас нема. Так, добре там, де вас нема.
I didn't know there was a tunnel here. leads to this area that I haven't been, and then there's a stash here. Okay. We will take this route later, I think. Explosive canisters. Leaves. Looked like mice for a second, would have kind of surprised me. Alright, most of you probably remember what happened here. This is where we met a monolithian called the Ninth. And we tried to help him out and ended up killing him instead because I was dumb and didn't realize that he was not inside the building anymore. So first I'm just going to kind of look around. Does not seem like his body is still here. If it was, I was going to try to move his body back inside, because you can move bodies in this game. I was going to try to kind of give him a nice place to rest in honor of, I guess, mostly just in honor of our mistake. Begging for forgiveness. But it seems he's already gone. Despawned. Along with the other bandits. Along with the guy who was here. But this spot out here in the woods, I figured if there's a place I would want to make my home in the lesser zone, this would be the spot. There's kind of a weird tower in the upstairs. The roof doesn't look very functional. But you know, can't get everything you want. Seems fairly defensible. Not that we will have to defend it. But yeah, so, okay. Somewhere up here, right? There was a stash up here. Now I am not seeing it. Hey, I don't want to go up right now. Where did the stash go? I thought there was a stash around here. There's a duffel bag. That's unfortunate. I don't want to just drop these weapons on the ground because they might despawn. It is not here. Okay, let's look around real quick. There's like a attached structure right here. Well, there goes my ideas of making this home. Yeah, there's not a stash in here either. If there's no stash, then I can't do anything here. I know there was a duffel bag. Oh, found it. I'm going to have to review the footage, I think, because I thought there was a duffel bag inside. Oh, look, see? I haven't looted this one before. Reduces hunger a little bit, stamina restoration a little bit. Stamina costs. Okay. That gives kind of an insight into how energy drinks work. So there's stamina restoration, which just refills your blue bar down here, and then stamina costs would actually like reduce how quickly it goes down for a period of time. Okay, I'm going to... I just ate... I'm going to bring this because I'm a little bit short on food. And then drop these guys off here. I was going to leave 60 ammo because that's how much came with the stash that this gun had, and it seems I forgot. Maybe I'll remember later, maybe I won't, but I'm not real picky about that. Okay, we've done what we came to do. That would suck if stashes were refreshed occasionally and everything inside was lost. Sounds like a little bit of a thunderstorm. Okay, let's hit that road. Okay, so what I'm planning to do is, we've been here for a while and we've pretty much conquered the lesser zone. Our next main objective is to leave the area. But I just want to do kind of one last thing before I leave. And that is get rid of these annoying military guys who have been attacking me on site the entire time. I know they're just trying to do their job. I'm a stalker. Stalkers aren't legally supposed to be here. But on one hand, the ward does not shoot us on sight, and they're also a military operation of some sort. Second, they should know better by now that they can't handle me, that I just kill them. And third, when we were at this area here, we saw some corruption where they were not enforcing the law and getting rid of stalkers. Rather, they were bribing them for money in order to allow them passage. So, in order to reduce the military activity around here, we've got 2 major military installations out here, and I'm going to try to wipe out everybody inside. We're going to explore this little area here, grab this stash, and then there's pretty much no way in. Maybe there's a back way in here, but this facility for sure, there's only one entrance that we'll be able to go in, so that's where we'll have to use our sniper rifle, use our cover, and just try to get in through the front door. That's the plan, so let's see if we can do it. I feel like we can. All the military we faced before have been under-armored. Especially when we used our 3-line rifle, we were just killing them left and right. We've put down the Viper, which is probably, which is a pretty good weapon, but we're going to start using our AK, which just does more damage. Even though it's unupgraded, it's still pretty accurate. There's probably some boxes we can break here. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time there. Maybe not. Okay. Not anticipating needing to use a shotgun, so let's grab the 3-line rifle and put some bullets in it. What in the world? Oh, no way. Okay, there's an upgrades menu. If I press, what key was that? I forgot. There's a bunch of keys that I can't remember because I don't use them often enough. Upgrades over here. We've got 3-line rifle. Oh yeah, I forgot to read all of this. Monera's barrel features tighter tolerances and a more aggressive rifling twist, increasing armor penetration. However, it comes with a drawback. It requires high-quality ammunition to function reliably. So we can't use our ammo. We can't use this gun anymore. That's disappointing. That's quite disappointing. Seem to have really shot myself in the foot there. Oh, there's a lot of them. What? Oh, I accidentally pressed a button. Gotta keep running. Keep going. Can we get cover? Is there a ladder here? Yes, there's a ladder here. Let's go. Uh-oh, uh-oh, let's go. That was close. 4 boars is nothing to mess around with. Hey, apparently I killed one. I didn't even know there was an anomaly around, but I got a Steve achievement for luring one into an anomaly. And there's a book. Whole bunch of bodies there. Whole bunch of... That was a weird sound. Whole bunch of bodies over there. This doesn't seem to be that effective as a sniper tower. They're down there somewhere. Okay, well... Old notes. Doctor's notes. Oh, this doctor is noticing the perimeter expansion. So this doctor seems to be happy about the expansion of the zone. He's probably not alive anymore. Wow. There's not much up here for us. Oh, there we go. Yep, that's it for. He went far away. Is that a lair? anomaly. It's a carcass. Whew. Takes a lot of bullets to kill these guys. Stay down. Yeah, this seems to be a lair. I'm assuming that's why he came in here. It's a gas can, not one of those guys I can open up. This guy does not appear to be alive anymore. Okay, so that's the one that got killed by the anomaly. It's got an X on it, which means I can loot it. I better save. Okay. Warfang, I don't think I've gotten one of these before. Let's check it out. Nice. Okay. Man, everything's radioactive here. Got some ward guys. Okay. Oh, there was a backpack upstairs. I forgot about it. These guys all have their guns in their inventories still, it looks like. Okay, the other new piece of information. I've wondered... Oh, these are underground. There's more to this place than I was expecting. Anyways, this guy's not. Yeah, they're underground. Not sure if we're going to get around to actually doing the military operation today. Because, one, we don't have our 3-line rifle anymore. And two, there's more to this place than I expected, so we'll see what happens. We are already almost an hour in, so I'm not going to make this episode go really long, so I will end it at an hour for you guys. Okay, let's see here. We'll keep this one because it's yellow. We can sell it now. Oh, I got interrupted myself. I just noticed at the bottom of the bar here it indicates how much this will increase the weight. That's useful. Yes, so I do have information telling me that it will be possible to sell more damaged weapons. In the future, so there is value to hoarding those even if they don't benefit me right away.
І почати пошук.
Heal first, I don't know why I'm so low. Probably from radiation. What?
Робота по флангу! Зайду в тилу! Прикривай!
I need somewhere where I can stay. Okay. Bandage. Let's get the shotgun reload with its slow animations. That was a close one. Go, run! Man, couldn't run. All the covers where you're
Пробуй
at.
дістати!
Nope, I want a grenade.
Лови гранату!
Go, run! This guy's dangerous. I see him. There we go, there's a headshot. Appears to be everybody. Yep, these aren't those guys with Vipers anymore. That was a full-size AK. Private, so that is a military guy. I mean, it would explain why he shot us without warning. Okay. This place is clear unless there's some way to go down another level. I don't think so. If there is a way, it'll be over here. Oh, yeah, I did find the key for that cinematic mode. You can just instantly go to no HUD. That's a tall structure. It seems like there should be a second story even higher. There's no way to get down here. Great. The one way that looks like there's a way up is not a way up. That's got to be our way up there. This little broken off brick hopscotch. There we go. Oh, I see it. It's hanging up. I want a quick save. There's got to be a way to go down. Right? Unless all these corpses are just glitched through the floor. Because it's possible. Could be a secret bunker that we don't have access to yet. Oh yeah, let's take a look up there. I don't think there's a ladder to go up to the second layer, but maybe there's a creative way of getting there. And it seems like we are at the 1 hour mark for the video length. I think that's a good length for these videos. You know, if I was going to get to a stopping point in like 15 minutes, then maybe I'd stick it out. But we're going to end the video here. That's a blue box. There is a way to get up there. We're going to end the video here and start the next video with trying to get that box. So, I'll see you in the next episode.